Hey guys, it's Burke and Dotson. Hell Let Loose been in early access on the PC for a few years. Finally out on the PlayStation and technically a full release. Picked it up on the PS Plus. Pretty good. Pretty good. Getting into it though, I think specifics-wise about why it's so good and why I absolutely love this game, and you should already be downloading it if you're not, is just gorgeous and immersive. I mean, I picked it up on the PC after watching some gameplay about it and loved how gritty and tactical it was. It's realistic, and if anybody out there says, oh, it's just another World War II game, Call of Duty Vanguard's coming out, why do I need to worry about this? First off, how dare you? This is far from arcadey, and it's great because of it.
Now, see, I thought you were going to say you enjoyed this game so much because the Battlefield 2042 beta was so terrible that this game was such a breath of fresh air.
Look, I could go out and shoot a BB gun into the ground and have a better time than I did playing Battlefield.
I could
Not
shoot
even
finger guns and
God.
have a better time than Battlefield.
And they'd feel more weighty and have more recoil. I mean, it was just bad. But that video,
that's not about this. We're not about this video there. This is about, it's about that Hell Let Loose. And hell,
that video is available on the channel if you're interested in Battlefield. Do check that out. But for now, let's talk about an actually good game.
Oh my God, such a great game.
What a good game it is. It's massive for one. So 50v50, 11 different maps, and the maps are gorgeous, huge and gorgeous. You know, you got Normandy beaches, whether it's Utah or Omaha, which play very differently. San Marie Église, San Marie Dumont, Purple Heart Lane, Hill 400, Foy, Carentan. I believe they also have Kursk and Stalingrad, but I haven't played those for more city-focused maps. But every map I've been on is great. I mean, they're detailed, they're beautiful, they're big, and I think they're dead on. It's not crates every 6 feet that you can hide behind because it's a gameplay aspect. It's open fields that you have to smoke and you have to clear. It's beaches with a couple tank traps that you gotta hope to God you make it across before you get machine gunned down by some buzzsaw that's on top of a bunker.
And I would say one thing to note for those of you Call of Duty and Battlefield players coming into this is a serious, realistic shooter. It's like playing in hardcore mode all the time. So you get shot with one bullet, you're down, you don't know where that came from. You might see the guy walk back over top of you later, but you have no idea. It's the realism factor of it, and I think that's, for me, what's making the game so exciting is that it kind of plays like one of those, like Alien Isolation. Like, you don't know where the enemy's really at, and you could get hit from anywhere, and you kind of have to be cautious. It had my blood pumping playing this game, and that is a great thing in a game like this, and especially one that we not mentioned. This game is free right now on the PS Plus. That's a damn good price.
Every penny of it. Oh. And it's going to be a hard game to sell for people who have severe ADD because there is some downtime depending on where you spawn.
Yep.
Every role that is in game, whether it's infantry or recon or armor, everybody has a specific role to play, and officers are out there actually making a difference, leading the squad, deploying spawn points, managing everybody, communicating and coordinating with other squad leaders that they have on their own specific sound channels. I mean, it's a realistic group-style game that you have to play as a team. If you go out and try to be Rambo solo, you're going to die instantly. You're going to spend 40 seconds waiting to respawn somewhere.
Yep. You're going to hate the game. If you play that way,
hate the game.
You're going to hate it. And like you mentioned, communication is key, and we're not talking... It doesn't do the pinging stuff like Apex does. It is a verbal communication style game. So just think about that before you're getting into this. And like you said, no Rambo. It ain't gonna fly in this game. Maybe you get lucky, but 9 times out of 10,
it's gonna have to be real lucky. Yeah, for sure. And you have to move as a group, but you don't stack up all together in a group. You got to spread out because artillery will wreck you. And let me tell you about artillery. It sounds amazing. I mean, listen to this. That was just absolutely beautiful sound design. You sit in a field, you hear planes buzzing by, you hear gunfights in the distance from your team. You hear artillery going off. You hear tanks being just shelled left and right. It is an amazing game, and if you have a great sound system or a good headset, make sure you use it for this one. This is not something to play through some cheap old earbuds. You're going to miss out on a ton.
Don't you dare just put this on the TV. You get yourself some headphones, and then you fully immerse yourself in the game, because it really does. It really is immersive, and I think that's what I'm really loving about this game so much, is that immersion factor, the sound, the gameplay, the hardcore mode of it. It's friggin' awesome.
And it's realism. You know, it's immense. It's war. You do go down in one bullet, like Burke mentioned. Everybody has specific weapons, and it's not like 37 different weapons that you can choose from if you want to go assault something. You know, if you're allied, you get 2 weapons to choose from, and as a rifle, you can either have an M1 Garand or you can have a carbine. There's no other choices unless you're picking a different class. You know, they do have machine gunners and a support role, automatic riflemen with BARs. They'll have the Thompsons and the grease guns, depending on what class you're playing, but it's limited gun selection, but all the guns are done extremely well. You're shooting iron sights unless you're playing recon, and it just adds to that extra realism factor that not everybody's running around with a 4x scope on an M1 Garand, and they're picking you off from 300 yards away, even though you can't see them just because they unlocked a scope for the rifle. None of that's here.
And I remember the first time I shot a guy, you know, it is instinctual from playing all those Call of Duties, Battlefields. They don't usually go. I never really play hardcore mode on them. They never go down in one bullet. So you see a guy go down, you're thinking to yourself, did he just go prone, or did I actually get the guy? You know, there is no kill feed in here, which is one thing that I would like to see. But again, we go back to the realism. It's going to take that realism factor off the table. But it is also interesting when you do that for the first time. You drop a guy in this game, you have to almost go inspect, did I get that guy, or is he just waiting for me to pop out and I'm going to get shot? Because that has happened in this game for me as well.
And it makes for some tense moments, because you don't know if that guy just took cover behind that wall and he's about to pop up and dome you if you go around, or you might have smoked him. You don't know if he has buddies that are hiding in the hedge 3 feet away that are being super sneaky and quiet, and you got to figure that out, whether it's, you know, tactically push with your group, and you got to make sure you communicate that, or YOLO a grenade over there and hope for the best, but that's probably not going to turn out well for you. And I just, the game has been amazing to me, both on PC and now on PlayStation. It translated really well. I'm glad to see so many people playing it as a PS Plus game. I hope this lives a really long time.
And it is a next-gen game. I don't think this is going to be anywhere on the 4 that I'm aware of, at least right now. So check it out.
Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, also available on PC. It is definitely a phenomenal game. I would pay happily full price, $60 for this game. It is an amazing game, and they're constantly adding to it.
Yep.
You know, I saw that they're going to add a few more maps from Operation Market Garden, and they're also going to add some Pacific Theater things, which obviously expands new weapons, new vehicles. It's going to be great. But check it out if you have any interest in shooters. It is an amazing experience, and be sure you listen to it on some good headphones, because it sounds amazing.
Amazing.
Appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you liked what you saw here, be sure to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment on what you want to see next, and we'll see you out there.
See you on the battlefield.